The child-murdering forces of the genocidal satanic death cult called Israel are doing what they do best, again in Rafah, murdering children. Barbaric airstrikes against innocent civilians, killing dozens of people. And we again are seeing the images of dead children being evacuated from under the rubble, because this satanic death cult is being enabled by so many countries and is not deterred by the surrounding countries who aren't doing anything to prevent this genocide. Now, there's an assumption that this is going to be a limited attack so that Benjamin Netanyahu can fill a couple of truckloads of bodies and sacrifice the blood of Palestinian people to Bezalel Smotrich and Itamar Ben-Gvir so that they can continue to support him and he can remain in power, and perhaps they would have a ritual, something with the blood and bodies of the Palestinian children and innocent people. But it doesn't look like it's going to stop with Rafah now. So we have a confirmation from Israel that they have 2 more destinations to go after Rafah. Primarily from the Minister of Finance in Israel and the member of the expanded cabinet, Bezalel Smotrich. What did he say? He said a couple of things today in a statement. Number 1, sending a delegation to Cairo is a mistake and falling into the manipulation trap set for us by Hamas together with Qatar and Egypt. Everyone is a manipulator and setting a trap for this state. According to him, this is the time to put more and more pressure on the necks of Sinwar and Hamas until they are destroyed. Talk only with fire. We must not give in to the international pressure, and we must not stop until the victory and submission of the enemy. He added, this is our war of independence, and we must win it. To ensure that this happens and we can cut off Hamas's oxygen pipes, we must act today according to 3 milestones that will restore security to the residents of the south. Full occupation of the city and the Rafah area. The destruction of all the underground Rafah and the surrounding area, and full possession of the Philadelphia line and the Rafah crossing. Immediately after that, we will continue. Where will they continue? We will continue to Deir al-Balah and Nusayrat in the central camps and complete the dismantling of Hamas battalions that remain there. Are you seeing the pattern? It started with a limited invasion in North Gaza. Then you had Al-Shifa hospital, invaded Al-Shifa. That's before the second massacre in Al-Shifa, where they murdered hundreds of people and burnt the whole hospital down deliberately in a very well calculated manner, enabled by its allies and with lack of any action to prevent it from any country to the level required. Then after they went in the first time to Al-Shifa hospital and found nothing, this supposed base of Hamas, they said we need to head out to Khan Yunis. Why Khan Yunis? Because Sinwar was born there, it's the main hub. Both places they couldn't take control, only massacred people. Went to Khan Yunis, stayed there for months, activated their most supposedly sophisticated division, 36, and the Golani Brigade, failed miserably, defeated by the Palestinian resistance, and withdrew humiliated. Attacked all of the parts in Gaza through this ethnic cleansing and genocide campaign. And then it was Rafah. They've been talking about Rafah for 4 months now, and now they're actually in Rafah. Everyone thought that Rafah would be, okay, that would be it, and they would lift the war, end the war, reach some sort of a ceasefire. But now they're adding Deir al-Balah and Nusayrat. And don't undermine the fact that this statement is coming from the Minister of Finance in Israel, Bezalel Smotrich, because he is one of the two people who apply the most pressure on Benjamin Netanyahu and direct the war, direct the genocide. Benjamin Netanyahu is under intense pressure from multiple sides, but primarily from Bezalel Smotrich and Itamar Ben-Gvir. The question is, will the loads of bodies and the blood of children in Rafah be enough or not? Clearly, to Bezalel Smotrich, they're not enough, and they would require more blood from Deir al-Balah and Al-Nusayrat.